We are live. So, did y'all have a blessed Sunday today?
My Sunday been easy. I ain't really been doing too much.
Ain't that a song? Easy like a Sunday morning. Who
Yes,
sings that?
Lionel Richard
Oh,
when he was with the group.
is he still alive?
Yeah, Lionel Richard. Does he still be doing? Oh, what's the singing joke?
No, Smokey Robinson. Did you see him? He up there shaking his little butt. I was like, who would want to tap that? I don't know. But how was your Sunday initiated?
Emotional. I don't know. Spirits are handling my behind. It's very emotional now.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is what it is.
Yeah, they been on me today too. Yep. So, did y'all do y'all affirmation this Sunday? I can honestly say I did.
Ooh. Oh, I did. So I've been telling you that I'm setting up a glamour, not glamour, like a self altar for myself, right? And I wrote in that candle and I said, and when I look in the mirror, I'm like, who's that? I'm like, who are you? You
Mm,
know? Yeah, but
Excuse
I
me.
did. Bless you.
Thank you. Buenas tardes, Antoinette. How are you?
mm,
Hello, hello. I'm outside. I cannot see the comments today.
mm.
All right, we'll look out for you.
Yeah.
But hello, everyone. Hello, hello.
Did you do your affirmations, Divine Legacy? Okay, we're gonna have to do that. And I'm a slacker too, but we gotta get in the habit of doing at least three.
Mm,
And so
yeah.
we need every morning, besides giving thanks, we need to set three goals. And then about time the sun sets, we need to ask ourselves, did we accomplish this goal? Why didn't I accomplish this goal? Um, Hello, frijolito. It's because sometimes we get in a funk and we don't know we in a funk, and we constantly saying, why Black Cubana, why are you asking this? Hola, Hilera. It's because sometimes our enemy can send us a demon or a spirit of procrastination, of depression, of non-self motivation, to sit on us. It will not enter us, but it will hold us. And it whispers in our ear, girl, you don't want to do nothing. Sit and watch Netflix. Put this on. Girl, go eat that bag of flaming Cheetos. And
Mm,
next thing we know, we did not accomplish what God and our spirits want us to do. Everything is energy. Everything is spirits. Every spirit has a name. So you need to learn to talk to that situation, that spirit, and say, the spirit of depression, this is not your home. There's no room for you here. We got to constantly, because if you don't, we sink deeper and deeper and deeper in that hole. Next thing we know it, we lost and see the enemy won.
yeah,
So
Absolutely.
that's
I
definitely
totally
true.
agree
Yeah, me
because
too.
um I found like the other day because when you're healing you also you are very vulnerable. So I was going through it. Then in that little moment I could hear not so good saying, oh, just putting me down basically. And I had to say, I command you to leave. I said, you have no power here. I know who the hell I am. I might be dealing with some stuff right now, but my spirits, God would never say things like that to me. So you completely right. It's on those little moments that you have that they find that crack. And then if you let them, you can just go into depression. You can just go and you cannot come out.
especially
So
when you're going
absolutely.
through that and you close to your breakthrough, we're most vulnerable. Like you said, when we're close to our breakthrough, we be like, man, this keep coming from the left and right. That's when the enemy sees us as weak. But we have to remind ourselves we're not weak. You know, um,
Absolutely.
I have to ask, what do you feel the most guilty about on this spiritual journey.
So is that spiritual or just
Either
period?
or, spiritual or non-spiritual.
Um, with me, it's definitely the way I raised my daughters. I feel like, well, I didn't know no better, and now that I'm walking and learning, I wish I did a lot of stuff different. So that's definitely, I think my yeah my regret and stuff. I wish I could have. I mean, I raised them to be amazing, but I wish I had gave them more values that I have found out. I wish I had gave it to them now, because at one point they get to an age where they ain't trying to listen to shit anyway. They gonna do it their way. It is what it is. But I really do think about the way I raised my daughters. For me,
Okay.
For me, um, it will be not shutting my voice when I let everyone speak for me, made steps for me, made decisions for me, and I just let them. It makes me so emotional when I speak it, because this is what I was um when I was doing a mirror work today, and I was saying I have failed you, because I didn't heard. Now I'm getting all emotional. I let you be silent when you should have, speak, when you should have used your voice. I made people walk over you. So to me, is not let me be free. It's me putting myself down into a jail and letting other people make decisions, speak for me, and do everything that I should have done for myself.
so do you feel like that now, or that was in the past, or you still feel like that at times?
I don't. And once Matt told me that this is going to be what it is, the word that you use, what
I use a
breaks
lot
the
of words.
camel back. What breaks the camel back.
It's the
So
straw.
no, so no, I'm finally letting all of me out, like listening to me and my voice, and choosing me, because I thought that I chose me, but I didn't, and now I'm finally doing it. So to say that I'm just unpacking this baggage now and healing through it and actually understanding.
For me, I notice spiritual and physical, some things go hand in hand. So I have to piggyback off of you and Divine Legacy. Not listening to my children. I heard them, but not understanding that they had a voice. Not understanding that sometimes they can teach me something that they see in me that I can work on. As far as spirituality, not putting me first, not telling people I'm tired. I have my own sad story. Not setting enough boundaries,
Yep.
because people put me up where they feel like I'm not human, and I am. They get disappointed because they expect me to do everything, and I'm not, because I say I don't know everything. I don't know, I'm not. I am of God, but I'm not God. So I feel guilty because I'm learning to put myself first. And by me putting myself first, I'm stepping on a lot of people's toes. It's because I'm changing my character. So it's like they don't know how to take me, but I'm learning that my opinion matters. And I have my own sad story just like they do. So, huh? Sorry, my finger slipped.
Where-
I'm not understanding that, Frijolito. Hello, Love and Light. Hello, Priscilla Barkley. Hello, everyone, for coming to this podcast. Um, is there anything y'all most feel guilty about on your personal journey or your spiritual journey that you are trying to change? please put in a comment. I gotta ask y'all, what is our soul? What is your definition of a soul? When you hear people's like, oh, that's your soul, soul lost soul, just soul. What does that mean to you? What is your definition of our soul?
What mine is what's inside my body that no one can see and stuff. My soul is more precious than my flesh and stuff. So my soul holds my dignity and everything what's in me. So my definition of my soul is powerful. It's
Yeah.
powerful.
Well, yeah, to me, my soul is my truth. It's who I really am besides this meat suit, because at the end of the day, this is just a vessel. But it's the memories, it's the DNA, it's everything. It's my true self, my myself that knows the truth, that has been through it all. But also, to me, my soul is me. But me knowing my what is best for me, because here in this meat suit that I got, sometimes my ego gets in the way. So my soul, when I say beautiful souls, is because that's their truth, without any, when we tend to see a lot of the physical, so your soul doesn't have labels associated with it. To me,
Okay.
that's what it is.
Kay Long said the inner me. That is also correct. Priscilla Barkley said my soul is me, myself, and I. That is correct.
So
Your
let me ask,
soul, huh?
I wanted to ask a question because your soul, of course, is you. So let me ask you, if somebody do something bad or irritating or something, is it their person ego or is it their soul? How would you know?
Majority of the time, we have our soul is energy. Okay, and you're right, your true essence within my body, Frijolito. The
Mm-mm.
soul is housed in our body. That is correct. All right. Our soul is energy. All right. We have 5 elements of energy because everything is energy. We have air, water, fire, earth, and the last one is sulfur. That's our 5th energy that no one talks about. All right. A lot of people talk about, oh, you got to learn your zodiac. We are our zodiac. But we also have something called a soul sign. So, divine legacy. So, when someone is hurting us and they do it on purpose, like a narcissist, a dark empath, their energy is called a sulfur. Everything is dark because they feed off that. So, no, it's not their ego, it's their soul. Okay. Our soul is it has wisdom, it has knowledge, it has everything. A lot of y'all did not understand when you're sick, for example, cancer, lupus, a cold, arthritis, heart problems, whatever you're going through. Did you know our soul, if you talk to your soul, I know spirits, I'm getting to it. If you talk to your soul and say, soul, I have a massive headache, your soul can heal that sickness. Your soul can become the kidneys, the bladder, the liver, the cancer, whatever it is. Your soul is so powerful. That's why people claim they can sell their soul for fame and fortune. People that's into darkness wants that person's soul because that's where your power, your energy, your wisdom, and knowledge is. If you want to get to know thyself, you need to talk to thy soul. Does that make sense to y'all?
Yeah.
So to answer your question, is it that person's ego? Sometimes yes, but they want to hurt you and they constantly hurt you. Like them narcissists and evil people, that's their soul. That's the sulfur soul. Soul for soul is evil, very evil.
I know. I see Kate Long said the person you are when you no one is watching. Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And in psychology, they do say that we have three faces, right? The one that you show to the world, the one that you show at home, and the one that you show yourself. So we do. So your soul is the one that you show yourself. And I picking coming from my I have heard about that what you were talking about. A lot of times it's like we have to think as ourselves as computers. I think that would be a easier way to explain, right? So we sometimes we write to the computer what we want the computer to do. Is the same with ourself, with our souls. When we say, spirit, I need you to do this, 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 or soul, I need you to do this, this, this. So a lot of times when you have difficult, think as yourself as a computer. What do you want it to do? What you want your soul to do? What do you want your spirit to do? What do you want your mind to do?
That is true.
Let
So
me.
that explains sometimes it's your ego and sometimes it's your soul energy. There are 13 soul signs. 13 soul signs. Okay, fire signs, for example, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Everybody think all fire signs are the same. No, we just an element, an energy.
Mm-mm.
There's three types. Each one, for example, Aries, you have the procreator, you have the dreamer, and you have the bright star. For Aries, Aries has three different traits. Some of them are the procreator, some are the dreamer soul, and some is the bright star. There's each version. So when it comes down to everybody in the zodiac and astrology saying Aries are more compatible with, I'm gonna say the Milky Way. That's the zodiac. I'm just making it up. Actually,
I hope it is
it's
what
not.
they said it is.
For example, initiated by spiritual water sign. Water signs is more compatible with air. It's because air floats underwater. I mean, water floats under air. Y'all are together. Fire signs need air to grow. So fire signs are very good with air signs because air signs allow the fire element to grow. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Water and earth don't mix. So, sometimes we marry and you wonder why your relationship is not working. It's because you have to understand one of the 13 souls of that Taurus sign. Once you learn what that soul sign is, that's how you and that Taurus is going to make it. And I'm just using an example.
Mhm.
Sometimes we marry for the wrong reasons. Sometimes they said Aries are very impatient, we hot-headed. But like I said, there's three types of souls. The dreamer is the one that needs to be with someone that will believe in her dreams. The bright star, someone that will go with her and help her because a bright star likes to shine. They like the comedian. And then we have one that's always complaining of the Aries sign. So it's like each zodiac sign has three different sides. That's how you make a relationship work. If you wonder why your mother is a Gemini. Why is my mother acting this way towards me? And you are a Aquarius. You got to find out which soul sign is your mother. And you have to work with that. That's how you make it work without clashing. Everybody thinks that astrology and astronomy is that. It goes deeper, is the soul signs. That's what makes you. When you're first created, there's all type of energy that creates your soul and it never changes. So if you are a warrior soul, you're going to always be a warrior soul. Every soul is not a warrior. That makes sense to you.
Yeah, a
It
whole lot.
does. It
A whole.
does. Because Now I understand. When I did the project, and when I said, and they said, "What sign are you?" A bird just flew me. I said, "I'm a water sign," and they said, "You don't behave like a water sign." I said, "I must be the weird type then."
Mm,
you know?
No, it's your soul sign. See, people don't want to talk about that. People
Yeah,
don't want to talk about that.
yeah, but
My next question is, what would make you cut off a friendship, either spiritual or non-spiritual? What would make you cut off a friendship?
this Lord, this Lord for me, definitely. This
um,
Lord. I'm the type of person. Um, be who you are. You know, I don't, if I choose to befriend you, I don't give a fuck if you're funky, dirty. I don't give a fuck because that's not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at who you are as a person, not what you can do for me or anything like that. So I would definitely have to sit there and say loyalty, because um, I'm gonna give you my loyalty. So I kind of like I do expect the same in return. I do. So loyalty for me.
absolutely. To me, is the same as honesty, loyalty, and betrayal. That's it. It's like if you cannot be honest and be loyal in that relationship that we created, I can lie. First of all, I cannot lie. So how I'm gonna? I don't know how to fake it. So no, to me, loyalty is priority. What about you, Ma?
The same way. So when I ask myself this question, what does loyalty mean to me? To me, loyalty is if I'm pouring into you, I'm taking the time and energy to pour into you. I feel like you should take the time to pour the same amount of energy into me. If I'm open on the table with you, I feel like there should not be no secrets because that starts, once the trust is broken, that's the hardest thing to get back. So when I come to you and I pour out my heart to you, I expect the same. So yes, I will cut you off and I won't think about it. I won't cry over it because during the relationship, that's when you'll see me crying. Once I stop crying, you know it's over. It's done. So yes, that would make me cut off too because I feel like if we building something, it should be equal, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um, Athelia said people aren't honest to themselves, much less others. So true. So true. First Love said, I'm late, but my soul is my teacher, for my soul has been here longer than my flesh. Kaylon said, jealousy, disloyalty, and users. Yes. Them, man, like, they do the most, and like I said, if I'm loyal to you and I give you my all, and you kind of like stab me, it's like damn. So I just fall back. I fall back a lot,
Yes.
and
Yes,
especially
it
when I
is
feel like I
hard.
can't trust people, I
And like
fall back.
Amira said, you have to give that loyalty and trust to you. So if
Yeah,
you know you loyal, then you should see the signs like I can't mess with that person because the way they talk to me, I don't talk to myself that way. So it goes about also building character and relationship with you is how you build character and relationship with others. That is correct. Now, initiated by spirits, I'm about to put you on the spot.
Okay.
Now you know this ain't gonna happen. So just an example. It's an example, spirit. Me and you the same age. And me and you went to college together, we best friends. You confided me and you introduced me to your soon to be fiance. I'm not talking
Hmm.
about your social life.
Yeah.
This is make believe. And me and him knew each other. We had intimate moments, but he didn't tell you, I didn't tell you. All right. Do you feel that both parties should come to you and tell you that?
No.
So what's
And
done is done?
no, to me, this is why I think we expect. I can't believe I'm about to say this because not me 5 years ago would be like, hell no. But we expect so much from people that because they are because we have a relationship with friends, we expect them to tell us about their past. Do we know when they were together if they were broken and they were just trying to find an answer, to find something to feel alive? Do we know what they were going through? This is the thing. To me, it's a no. I don't expect you to tell me nothing prior to that you had a relationship with my friend. What begins is me and you. That means when we sit down at that table, I'd be like, is there something that you would like me to know that you think it might cause something, a friction in this relationship? But I don't expect it. I would like to for that person to be honest to me. But expecting things is what makes us get hurt the most.
And I had to beg the different. I would have expected, and I would have expected because of the simple fact that if we supposed to be starting our lives together, then you should have told me that from the get go. You gave me that option. You didn't give me that option to choose if I still want to deal with you because you didn't tell me. So you took that option away from me.
Yeah, but why? So just because they, he, like, because you're like a man, had a relationship with your friend in the past, you think that that's a done deal for you?
That would be. That would be. It would be a done deal for me because for one thing, I don't see myself being with someone that a friend of mine's have. That would become an awkward situation. You know what I'm saying? Because say like if that's my friend and then this my soon to be husband or fiance, and we go all out. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm sitting here looking like, damn, is they giving each other flirting? It'll be an awkward situation if you know and still choose to sit there. So it's like you always go watch. Where if they don't sit there and tell you off the dick, then why was if it didn't mean nothing, why is you hiding it? Why is you
So
hiding it?
this is the thing. I think we, like I said, we expect a lot from people, right? If I'm starting to understand that a lot of times that we get into relationships, especially when we are younger, we have no idea what the hell we're doing. Sometimes we are influenced by the friends, sometimes we are influenced by the group, sometimes we want to feel accepted, sometimes we want to fit in, sometimes we just want to feel alive, to be honest. We have no idea. I'm talking like 10 years back. Let's just, because kids nowadays, they know more than we did. Let's just be honest. But a lot of relationships that we've been in, we had no idea what the hell we were doing. We didn't pick the right person back then. We didn't see the person. We just saw be in a relationship. To me,
From
yeah, I'm sorry.
no, go ahead. I can wait.
To me, as the more I heal, the more that I understand that I made decisions that out of emotions and out of being pushed by other people and be pushed just to be in a relationship and have another person next to me. That's why I'm saying I don't expect stuff from people. I expect from me. That's what we have to stop expecting everything. Expect what you want from you. You want that man to behave, then you should expect you to pick a man that you want to behave like that.
But okay. They didn't you didn't she didn't know that you was dating him. So they both didn't know until all of a sudden all three of y'all got
Mm.
together. For me, if I knew my best friend was messing with a guy that I didn't know she was with, because sometimes we do sleep with people and we be like, I'm not gonna tell. Some people we don't. But I know he's getting ready to be my husband. I love her as a sister. I would expect her when I say a certain name. You can't say Michael because there's a lot of Michaels. She should have said, "Let me see this Michael." And if I would have showed her where I want to meet her right then and there, she might not have had confrontation, but the next day she could have said, "Sis, there's something I need to tell you. This needs to be said before we get married. I used to have relations with your soon to be fiance, but I want you to know that was in the past. That was a fling. I don't have nothing. I moved on. I've seen you my blessings." I would have respected her whether
Of
or not
course.
I liked her answer or not. Then I would have went to him and I would have said, "Is there anything that needs to be brought to the table before we make this long-term connection? Do you have any feelings for this person?" I would see what he say. And my spiritual side would know if either party was lying. But if either
Yeah.
one of them said no, it's over, and I have both of their blessings and I really know it's over, but I have any type of doubt that there's some feelings still there, because the person expression says it all. Looking in their eyes tells it all. Then I would say, no, I can't go forward with this.
But she
Because
still gave you the option though to move forward though. You not
exactly,
knowing is a problem for me. You know, I got to know to let me choose that, because if my love is greater for you and I really do feel like you madly in love with me and there's nothing else there, then let me choose that. Give me that option to choose that. You know, so with
Hmm.
that, like I would expect and then it's my best friend. Hell yeah, I expect my best friend to fucking tell me. You
uh,
know, I expect my best friend to tell me quicker than I expect the man to tell me. I'm gonna be honest.
because of
Yes.
the
Absolutely.
bond, yes.
Yeah, because of the bond.
Absolutely.
Because I have
Absolutely.
always said with me and my best friend, and don't get me wrong, a lot of men have tried to interfere with me and her relationship, and you know, we two strong women. We not gonna do that, because at the end of the day, she have never showed disloyal to me, never. And I've been friends with this lady for over 30 some years, never. So when it comes down to, I would definitely believe her over any male and stuff, because at the end of the day, when I'm hot broken and everything, guess who holding me up? My motherfucking best friend. So I expect her to be the most honest person with me. And then if they know you like they supposed to know you, if they your best friend,
They
then
would
they
tell
should,
you the truth. They
it,
would
it,
tell you
it
the
shouldn't
truth.
be no ifs buts about it. First Love said, me, yes, I feel like I'm like that something should be known. So moving forward, there is knowledge, so it come out. You're not blindsided. Tracy Brown said, disloyal and betrayal. First Love also said, insecurity will come to the surface no matter how confident you are when it comes to your partner and your friend past relationship. Yeah, you know, so
Hello,
I
Randy.
mean, and just give me that option to be able to fight that if I
To
choose
me,
to
it's
stay.
I understand what we all coming from. It's just the expectation part that I it's like we expect so much. To me, the expectation part is what doesn't do for me. You know, it's like expectation. It's when you put expectation in people, person, or things, you you leaving that road opening for getting your heart break, basically.
But that's like putting in expectation with anything, though. Anything with expectation, you go get broken. You know, so that's like if I put my expectation, I put high expectation in you. For instance, if I put high expectation in you and you do something to break that trust, then that hurt. You know, so no matter how you look at it, we ain't gonna be able to get over, get through we gonna get through the pain. But what's the word I'm looking for? Get over the initial shock of the pain. So that's why I'm like with that expectation, and then like you said with the expectation, I by me know that I would do it, then I do expect you to hold the same loyalty, because I'm holding that same loyalty to you. So I expect you to hold the same loyalty to me,
Hold on, the sun is
and
shining.
that aspect of it. That's how I think of it.
So do you think it's hard to get when you have trust issues in a relationship and you want to work on the relationship, marriage, family, it doesn't matter what type of relationship, and they betrayed you and the trust is gone? Is it hard to get the trust back with that person?
Very hard. It's very hard to get the trust back and stuff. No matter how much you might want to get the trust back, it's still, I feel like it's something that will linger in the back of your mind, that this person betrayed you.
If they
You
do it
know?
once, they're gonna do it again.
Yeah, so it's like that's kind of like hard. Now you got some that learn from their mistakes and didn't really want to do that to you or whatever. So you got them ones, but you still know how to handle them now, because you still not gonna put your 100% in them no more, because they already show their character.
So I want to switch in my question for a little bit.
Okay.
So if you are in a marriage and there's love and everything, but then because of both of you were broken, one of you made a mistake and step out. Is that marriage broken already? Or are you gonna be able and that person be able to put in the work so you both can heal and move on?
So if I'm in a, well, he's dead. So when I
Right?
was
That's
in a
not funny.
relationship with him, we both were young.
Hmm.
Okay, we both was excited about the pregnancy. Um, he cheated, he lied. I caught him in it, but in my heart, I said I want this to work, so I'm going to trust him. I did not forget about it, and
Hmm.
every time he would be on his phone, my monkey mind would say he's doing the same thing again. And because I was broken, I lashed out. And he'd be like, I'm not doing this. Later on, finding out because my monkey mind, I kept putting it out in the energy out there and I kept accusing him. He said, well, Sid, damn, if she gonna accuse me, I'm gonna keep doing it. After that, I said, no more. The trust is really broken. Okay, so I left. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but I do give a person the benefit of the doubt. But
I'm
when I keep
saying,
saying you keep doing this and this and this, no, I'm not going to keep it. I'd rather do bad by myself. It will hurt. But if I am a ride or die friend to you and I pour out to you and you constantly don't stick up for me, you don't be there for me, you're not there when I need you, I'm gone.
Well, that's just like with me and my ex-husband, when we were separated, he had a baby. So, but when we got back together, I accepted that baby because I loved him.
mhm.
You see what I'm saying? So I accepted what he did. I didn't forget it, but I accepted it to work for the marriage to work. And it's not that. Here's the thing: when I look at stuff like that, like if you truly love somebody, then even if they make a mistake, you go still love them, right? I'm really, because everybody make mistakes. Now the question
Absolutely.
is, did you learn from the mistake? Did you not like to see me that hurt?
Yeah.
If you choose to hurt me like that again, so it's like one of them ins and out type of
True.
situation.
No, I do. I'm the same way. To me, is we all make mistakes, right? And what is the steps that you taking? What have you learned? And like, how are we gonna repay this crack that you caused? It's like, are you putting like the initiative? Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? So I do agree with you on that one. So I 100% on it.
Mm.
What about y'all guys? Any comments on this or y'all just listening?
Yeah, because they no, they don't stop writing.
My
Um.
last one for y'all. I'm sorry. Then I'm gonna let y'all tune in.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
What do y'all think about getting revenge? Do y'all ponder on it and think of ways how to 1-800 choke a hole on the person, or you just sit there and let bygones and be gone bygones? How do y'all feel about getting revenge? Should a person take revenge?
Are you speaking of us being healed or here or doing the healing
You
stage?
can say both sides. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
I can really say because with me, I really don't believe in revenge. I
Then
don't. No matter how much you hurt me, I don't believe in hurting you. Two wrongs don't make a right. So
Mm.
I really don't believe in hurting people. Now I ain't saying I won't whoop your ass. I ain't saying that. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
That's
I,
that's
I think
that's
about
two
it.
that's
I
two
think about
different
it like,
scenarios
damn, I
and
should
shit.
do this to this person.
But
But then I look at the other sides. What really would I get out of it?
yeah,
Is it going to make me feel any better? Is it going to make the situation even better? So I cry and I move on. And
that
like you said, every revenge, karma is the best revenge.
yeah. Because I mean, here's the thing. That's just like if my husband cheated on me, and then I go cheat on him, and then like where do it stop? Where do it
Hurt
stop?
people. That goes back to
Yeah,
hurt people.
and stuff. So my thing is, I'm not gonna live in a hurt person mind. So
Um.
I'm not gonna do no revenge. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I really do believe and wholeheartedly believe if you did something to me and I didn't deserve it, then your karma coming back tenfold. Your karma coming back because I didn't deserve it. So why is you taking out revenge and shit on me for for no reason?
Um.
Because you dislike
Absolutely.
me. Yeah. So it's like I don't.
My sister used to say to me, this was a water sign will have a whole blueprint of what they're gonna do to that person once it once they are hurt, and it is true. But then there's a saying that goes, "Revenge is best served on a cold dish," meaning that you don't gotta do anything. Who's jamming to the song?
Oh, look, my music playing. Alexa,
I was like, that ain't me.
it's
There,
playing the whole
can I
time.
be playing on YouTube like that?
Alexa, volume.
I was like, where did it come from? I was quiet because I'm like, okay, maybe that's in my head. So I didn't
But
say
that's the thing. It's been playing the whole time. It's like that sound wanted to get louder.
No, because sometimes YouTube's they mute your videos with the songs and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it comes to me like, for example, when people a lot I have suffered a lot of discrimination, right? And a lot of people, like at the other day at the store, there's two women, they woke up on the wrong side of of the bed, or maybe even the table, we don't even know, and they were just nasty, and they just cut in front of me, and I said, "I hope you have a great day." And they just look at me stunned. I could have just like cussed their asses out, but now I chose to reverse that energy and said, "Have a great day," so I can be blessed. So I don't think revenge is the answer for things, because sometimes you don't even need to act. You just tell your spirits, "Do you mind handling that?" And that's it. Or tell the universe, "Handle, can you handle that for me?" You don't need to waste that energy on people. It is not, you might, it's like the kind of, it's like a drug in a certain, in a sense. You feel that pleasure right there, but then what comes after that, it's not good.
Yeah, it's just not.
So
It's like one of them things. Like, well, was that necessary? Was it necessary?
but some
yeah.
people feel like they sleep better if they get revenge, but that is not true.
Yeah, that's not me. Here's my thing. If I got to sit there, most of 9 out of 10, like initiated by spirit said, I don't cut you 10 ways in my mind already. I don't plan it. You just don't. I don't set out the whole scenario plan, but I'm not gonna act on it. Like, I might be pissed off for probably a day or so, but to sit there and be like, that's just like for instance, some females, their husband or whoever, boyfriend, baby, that it doesn't even matter. They sit there and do something. They did something to them, so they go call them and get them fired from their job
or locked up.
Oh, wow.
Shit, like, for what? What was the purpose of that? What was the purpose? Now this man done lost it, and then 9 out of 10, you still gonna probably be with him. So you don't got this man to lose his damn job, and now he ain't got no money coming in. So you complaining about that too, and for what? Because you wanted to do revenge.
That goes back with hurt people.
Hurt people.
First Love said, "Karma handles all my revenge." K Long said, "I would just cut you off forever." Frijolito said, "It's true. Eventually the scales are balanced and everything catches up to us." Hello, Goddess of Peace 41. Randy Jordan said, "Put it in God's hands."
Yes.
There's a lot of people, this goes with the sulfur. Remember I was talking about the energies. People that's in that sulfur energy, they feel like if you don't do revenge, you're weak. If you turn the other cheek, you weak. If you cry, you weak. There are people out there, that's why they call serial killers and stuff like that, because they feed off that energy. Some people get an erection out of it. Some people get turned on it, seeing other people miserable. But the point is, you might have did something to a person must have did something to you in 2015, and you turned around and did it back. You don't know, 3 years from now, that person could be remembering, why am I going through this? And God is replaying in their head, this is because you did this to Divine Legacy. She didn't do nothing. People forget. Be careful when you attack an innocent person. And I'm talking about physical and spiritual. When you do something to somebody, it's going to come back, because justice always defends the innocent. Y'all have to remember what y'all put out there. You might think I'm walking away that you weak, but you're not. I never understood why females get mad at their dude or husband and go break the window of the car. That's more money out of the pocket. I never understand why people get in a domestic altercation and then you start breaking things up in your house. And I'm like, test tube, baby? Okay, that was a flat screen TV. What the hell? Now you calm down, and now you feeling like now I gotta go in debt and get me another television. I don't understand why just walking away.
I'm gonna have to comment on you, Mama. All I could think about was fuck that cop. And stuff, because sometimes and with the stuff in the house and stuff, and the reason I'm a comment on it, because I'm one of the ones, I'd rather break up the stuff in the house in anger than really put my hands on you, because I ain't no coming back if I really put my hands on you. Like if I really pick up something and try to bust you in your goddamn head, that could kill you. Ain't no coming back from that. So with that, I'll fuck up that goddamn TV. I sure will.
Okay, but how would you feel if he turned around and did that to your car? See, you got sometimes, I know it sounds crazy, but sometimes you got to put yourself in other people's shoes.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like if we at his house, so say like if we live in two different spots, we get in a heated argument, carried on and everything. If we at his spot, then I ain't got no other choice but to walk away and go home to my shit. Versus if he in my shit, he ain't got no other choice but to go home. Now, if it's our shit and we carrying on in our shit, then yeah, because 9 out of 10, I'm gonna make him buy another one. You shouldn't piss me off.
I do,
but I really do feel like I'd rather fuck up materialistic shit than to really fuck up somebody where I take their life. So that's why because there's been times I have flipped my whole living room upside down. I do mean literally flip that bitch upside down. but that's the anger. So with that anger, and sometimes you be in a blind anger, where I really do rather fuck with that shit than fuck with somebody else, because I know my temper. So I mean, what's a TV to somebody's life? Mm. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely one that fuck up shit. Mm.
I'm not. I'm very. I'm the kind of person that says a lot. Like I need a minute just to quiet my mind because then everyone in their mom is talking up there. But then after I talk. But the question that I have is, do you both for both of you feel that as a spiritualist, when you notice that all the relationships that you have been on, you were broken, both of you, and then when you end it, do you think it takes a long time for you to be in another relationship
Yes, yes, and
Yes.
because
that's
of
because the heal me ain't sitting there setting for the broken me shit, that the broken me. So
so
yeah,
it
it'll be longer me spiritually and knowing my worth. It's gonna take longer to get in another relationship, and I'm good with that because in my mind, the time has come, that when the time is right, I'm gonna get him. That's why I sit there and tell everybody my next husband gonna be my best husband, which is
And
what
your
they
last,
do. My only husband,
your last. Make
you
sure you
know,
put that in my last.
and my last. Yeah, I'm serious.
which
I'm claiming
yeah,
that.
no,
But
because sorry
for
man.
me, yes, it is hard because first of all, I gotta judge me. Am I ready? I gotta make sure that I don't repeat the same thing. So when I do have conversation, I look for the signs. I'm very quiet. And then when he has something that's I feel the trickling going up in my throat, I'm like, nope, I'm not ready. And I'll be nonchalant. I won't do it. So yes, because I feel like if I have one coming in, I don't want to push it away because of my insecurities, because I'm not healed,
Yeah.
So I have to be sure because I'm messed up. It's not fair to him. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it's taken me a long time.
Yeah.
But my next ex husband, Kevin Gates, he's gonna be he's my next
No,
ex husband.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
learning.
I think one of the most beautiful thing is like how we understanding that a lot of us that had relationships, that being in a relationships, we were broken and we made a lot of mistakes, and in those mistakes we end up hurting those people that we love the most. And from there, from then to now, I'm understanding that I played a big part on it because I myself was broken. And so this is why they're now looking, and I'm saying, damn, Helena, you did fucked up. Damn, you should have done that. Damn, you should have not spoke for. It's. I think this is one of the most beautiful things when you can acknowledge when you made a lot of the mistakes and you contributed for those failures relationship. So to me,
Yeah.
that's how I see it.
Mm-mm.
Randy said, put it in God's hand. Frijolito said, I heard that once we ask for our enemies to be blessed, they get what they truly deserve.
Oh yes, yes.
Randy Jordan said, thank you, ladies, for your knowledge. Antoinette P said, yes, that's crazy. I guess about when I said breaking up the stuff. Angel, aka Angel, said, hello, ladies. Antoinette said, I will walk away and give them both the cold shoulder and be as cold as ice water and not have anything else to do with neither one of them again. I think that's talking about the female
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
First Love said, I was told I fall in love too easily and quickly. So after being hurt, I think I do prematurely jump into another relationship with walls that the new person didn't deserve. Yeah, you got to also, spirit is in my ear. They always say, put yourself in the other person's shoes. So if you know you're not emotionally ready and you still have triggers and you're manifesting a person to come in your life and you know you're not right and you Instead of getting healed, you get in that relationship. That's not fair to them. So how would you feel the roles was turned? You wouldn't appreciate that. That's why I tell people take time and get to know what you want, because we never sit with ourselves to heal. That's why we have so many broken homes, broken marriages.
That's so true. Definitely
And
true.
So
oh yeah,
always put yourself in the other person's shoes. Spirit is constantly asking for us to be nice.
Yeah.
They always telling me, be nice.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
y'all
definitely
do the questions.
it's definitely it's a mental thing for me. Because I know, and now I also know the signs of stuff that I want and don't want. I know the signs of stuff that I can put up with and stuff that I can't put up with. And like right now, my husband got to bring me my peace. That's a must.
And my mental stimulation.
Yes, that's a must.
yes,
But yeah,
I do agree with that. I think we are humans, so humans crave another human, right? We crave that intimacy, that bond, that energy. We all do that. But it's like when you if you don't if you're so eager to get that energy, you're gonna lose yourself in it. This is why that it is so important to find who you are before you get into a new relationship. Until you Because relationship is commitment. In marriage, there's no I'm just packing my stuff and going. Especially when you have kids, because then you got to think about that little one that you got now. So, commit when you are committing to a relationship, it is hard work, and that means that you got to know who you are before that relationship tell you who you are.
Yeah,
uh,
I see. First Love said, I've been physically betrayed in my current relationship twice, and I'm still with him because I believe in him and the person he can be. Do I still hurt? Yes. Do I still get triggers? Yes. She said, but he continues to have patience with my triggers because he understands the hurt I feel. I forgave him, but it still hurt, and people tell me that means I didn't forgave.
in a
Um,
way, yeah, sorry, Divine Legacy. In a yeah, you still harboring on it. You really need
Stop
to
it.
sit with thyself and really forgive thyself first, love. Okay? Because when you're healing, people always say forget about it. No, baby, you're not going to forget about it. But you don't give it energy, you don't give it power.
and
And when you forgive, you gotta stop pondering on it because you've given it fuel.
And also to ask First Love, she said it happened twice. I'm gonna tell you a secret too. Each time you forgave, it took a piece of you. So each time you forgave, when one thing about it, when people do us wrong and we keep forgiving them, every time we forgive them, it take a piece of us,
And it lets them know it's okay to do it again.
and it lets them know it's okay to do it again.
I
You know,
do. I want to put an input right there before you finish. Um, a lot of times, do you believe that we are afraid of being alone? We have traumas in sorry, my son just
I
walked
see
in.
him. I see him.
But I think that thought of being lonely sometimes weigh a lot on our heads.
And me, you goes to the question is what is lonely? What is lonely? What is being lonely consist of?
And that comes for that person to figure out,
Yeah,
because a lot of people don't know what it is to be alone. And I'm not picking that person that made that comment. I'm just
yeah,
saying, so it's, for example, when we first go through our spirituality, the first thing that we're gonna feel like that we are alone.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't like that feeling. So is it worth getting pieces of you taken away every time something happens? Or is it worth for you to be alone and discovering yourself and putting that all that energy into yourself so then God can send in the right person for you?
I would definitely sit there and say, I'd rather be alone.
I do too. I
I'd
learned to
rather,
be alone.
yeah, I'd rather be alone.
Do I get like companion wise lonely? Yes.
Yes.
But
I
I
love you
like
too.
being alone because I can sit with me, and I get to grow. But as far as companionship wise, yes. Wait a minute. First love, RM said to you, Frijolito, that this statement's for you. First love, beautiful. It is your responsibility to be the best you can be. It is his responsibility to do the same. She
Well
said she
said.
had to learn that she cannot push her husband's growth, whether he does it or not. Then she said, doggy, I don't get that. I'm a test tube baby.
Mm-mm.
First love said twice, but I found out about it once. So, like it happened in 21 and 22, but I didn't find out about both until August of 22. REM said, I believe so. I have them because of abandonment issue as a child, and it's a constant struggle. First love said, I have trauma of being abandoned, and I think that's why I just carry on my hurt, even my childhood hurt. My mom says I don't know how to let things go. First of all, when you don't let things go, it makes room for diseases to set in. That's why I'm very big about forgiveness. Once again, you will not forget. No one tells you to forget, but you don't let it take control over you. I hurt because my dad died when I was 11.
No, when she was
I'm
one.
one. I'm 27 and never knew the man, but I can't let that hurt go. He abandoned me. Oh, the dog was barking. But yes,
Mhm.
Oh
um,
yeah, I'm sorry. Gucci's over
Mhm.
here. But I do, this is the thing. I think it takes a while for you to see you, because that comes down to today. Wow, today makes a lot of sense now. It's when I look in the mirror and I said, who are you besides being in a relationship, about being, besides being a mom, besides being an aunt, uh a daughter and all. I said, who are you?
that's
If
funny.
everything,
That's fun. I'm sorry, because Spirit told me to ask that question. Who are you really? Do you know
yeah,
who you are?
it's like when I looked in my eye and I said to myself, who are you? When I take all those labels out, when I take everyone else out, who are you? And what they have me, I'm learning to understand, to find who I am, you know. And I completely understand what they are saying in the comments, even I cannot see it, but because I too, I have been in relationships. I'm sorry, my son. I
Yeah,
have been in relationships that I was physically, emotionally, verbally abused, but because I was so afraid of being alone, I was so afraid of, like, who's gonna love me, who's gonna keep, who's gonna be there for me, that I took all that shit, that I closed my emotions because I saw potential in that person. And I was like, oh, maybe they will change. Maybe when they get older, they're gonna change and they're gonna treat me like I deserve. So I completely understand. And when they said about having a parent, like a father not being present, I too understand about that. It scars you, but don't let those scars define your life, because in 10 years, you're gonna be like, I wish I did what I was supposed to do and now wasted this 10 years, So I
that
do
is
understand.
true. Not to cut you off, but I'm today. I ain't gonna tell you how old I am, but I'm ancient. I'm old as dirt. But I'm
Mhm.
still learning who I am. And each day it amazes me when they give me bits and pieces of who I am. So I'm asking my question, do I know who I am? My answer is I'm learning who I am because I have to reprogram myself because I'm what everybody want me to be, but I'm not who I want to be. So I'm learning who I am. Divine Legacy, who are you truly?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Right now, I don't know.
And that's understandable because I
Yeah,
was where you were.
yeah.
Like
Right
I
now,
said,
I'm gonna be honest. Right now, I don't know.
and that's understandable. And I respect that because once upon a time I was you.
Mm-mm.
Like I said, I'm learning who I am because everybody painted a picture of what I'm supposed to be. So I tried to be what they wanted me to be. And then when I let them down, that made me feel bad about myself. Like, what's going on? Spirit had to sit with me and ask me, know thyself. And I kept saying, why are y'all keep telling me to know thyself? Because I did not know who Sandrea was. Because Sandrea is a mother, a sister, a friend, a godmother, a ex-wife, whatever. I never knew who Sandrea was. Because at birth, my mother programmed me, I had to be this. I went to school. They programmed me, I had to be this. I was in the job force. They programmed me how to be this. When I met my husband, I was programmed how a wife should be. When I was a mother, I was programmed how a mother should be. An aunt, a sister. But I never knew who what Sandrea is. And I'm just now falling in love with Sandrea, growing in love with Sandrea, and learning who Sandrea is. And by me finding out who I am, I'm stepping on a lot of toes and I'm making a lot of people unhappy because I'm choosing me and not what they perceive me to be. They finally hear me voice where I always kept silent. So they not liking how I'm becoming. And I'm irritating a lot of people because I'm learning to love me. And it took me this time to finally come out and say, I am that I am. Either you're going to mess with me and be in my circle or you're not.
Mm-hmm.
So, initiated by spirits, who are you?
That's the thing that when I looked, I'm gonna tell you how it started when they asked me, and I went and I put makeup on, right? I put makeup on and I looked at her and they said, take it off. I said, I just put my makeup on. What y'all mean take it off? When I took it off, I couldn't see my face. All I saw was my eyes. And I couldn't recognize who that person was because, like Ma says, everyone have said who I am, and I never took a chance to actually discover who I am. So I'm discovering who I am. Besides all the labels that I have, one thing is for certain: I know I'm a healer, and that I know within.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I came outside for privacy, and
No,
everyone
it's
is coming,
fine.
even the dog.
Uh,
But it's I'm learning to find out who I am. And one thing that I notice is I am a strong ass being. And today when I saw those tears coming down out of my eyes, and I knew, I said, you are a strong ass woman and nobody can take that away from you. I'm still finding out who I am. I'm still learning to hear me. I'm still learning when someone says you're this to actually believe it, to accept it. When Matt tells me I'm this, that, and I'm like, sometimes I wish I could see through your eyes what you were seeing. And I'm finally starting to see it. Do I have an answer who I am? Not yet. But I'm hoping to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Gucci just said a bad word in dog language.
Mm-hmm.
They're fighting. They're fighting.
He
Mm-hmm.
just said a bad word in doggy language.
But yeah, with me, I'm trying to learn who I am. Who is Divine Legacy? You know, who is my, I ain't gonna say soul because I know who my soul is, but just who is me personally, you know, because I know I'm a good hearted person. That I do know, but I'm trying to get the labels. I'm trying to script some of the labels that I got put on.
And it hurts, don't it?
It do. It
Because it's
hurts.
attached to us.
Yeah. I
And it
mean, that's
hurts
just
when you
like,
detach.
that's just like one time before we talked about, you know, going into your new purpose, but and letting go of your old self. But when you force so hard to have that person, it's hard to let that person go. Because that mentally, physically, emotionally can do something to you. Because you fought so hard for her to
And don't
even to get where you at now. So it definitely can be let go and stuff. So I see Antoinette said once trust is broken, it would be hard to get it back again because the relationship was supposed to be something special. First love said, how can I move forward when I ask myself that question? My answer is always waste of space. The only thing I have going for me is that I'm an amazing mom who plans to break cycles.
First of all,
That's,
you're not a waste of space. Please don't say that. That offends me when you
mm,
say that. You are not a waste of space. And I reverse that comment and I take back that energy you said. I don't know you personally, but don't that hurt me because you're a beautiful soul. I never met you, but you're not a waste of space. And that offended me and that offended your grandmother. And your grandmother said you should not say things like that because you're not a waste of space. So in the future, my love, don't ever say that again. Because if you a waste of space, then that means your son is a waste of space. You're here to break cycles. And that's the first thing you should start breaking is how you hold yourself. You don't think highly of yourself. You might have had a rough childhood or whatever, but you are not your childhood. You overcame that by you making the first incentive saying, I am not going to be the mother that my mother was to me. You need to stop saying that. You are not a waste of space. Don't say that
Absolutely.
ever again, or I will make my shoe come and hit you in the spiritual realm.
I would like to
mm,
put a comment. In this spirituality, in you finding yourself in this time that we are on, sometimes you can go into depression. You can feel alone, and you don't know. You can be in a hole that you don't know how to get out. It is important that you find people that are like-minded, that are in high vibration, that know what you're going through, to speak, to let it out, to vent. Because by holding everything in, you don't grow. Just spirituality, like I said, we go in so then we can come out and help others. That means yourself too. Don't think that you will find all the answers by yourself. That's why it is so important to have, it's not the quantity, it's the quality. People, they're always elevating themselves, they're always working in their healing, they're always doing shadow work. You need to be surrounded by those people so you don't just stay in that hole, so those people can lift you up. You okay, bitch?
Um, is it possible to have more than one me? No.
mm.
Wait a minute. If you're a Gemini, you no,
Twins.
because I don't want to confuse you. No, uh, Angel, aka Angel, said, "I love you, ladies, so much because I see myself in each of you, ladies. It has helped me understand so much hearing it from you, ladies, to understand that we're all so much alike in so many ways.
Yes.
Because you know what?
And
Soul
it
don't
started
see
with
colors.
conversations.
Soul don't see colors. Soul don't see nationality. Soul don't see that. Soul speaks to soul because soul is energy. So what people do, they label everything by color. Where do you think soul sister, soul brother come from? It's not the outside. And people judge people by the outside and never see their truly beautiful soul. You have seen people like, dang, what's he doing with that ugly woman? Or dang, what's she doing with that ugly man? Their soul spoke. He or she didn't ponder on the outside. They ponder on the inside. Randy Jordan said, I've been in a spiritual warfare and I've been through hell, but I still love. Yeah, we all are the embodiment of love. Angel said, healing thoughts always. First Love said, I feel like there is a stranger me who protects me. And that's when people say I'm difficult or rude. They don't like what I say and do. And that's me who just fight to exist. That's your spirit guide, baby. That's your own personal bodyguard, spiritual guide. It's been with you in every reincarnation. When you first got when your first soul was generated and became one form, your spirit guide was there too, and your animal spirit guide. Also, your spirit guide would tap that ass. I'm trying to be nice, so also, but no, baby, that's your spirit guide. And your ancestors, your ascended ancestors will intervene as well and speak through us.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Y'all want to
Now
say
you.
any questions? Because it's 6:44 and I know we normally end at 7. Okay,
Um,
First Love got me crying, got me misty eyed. I bet
I,
not ever hear you say you're a waste of space. That that,
and
that offended me.
No.
I do want
It's
to talk about the retreat that's happening in next month, June
June
the
23rd.
23rd. You
Yay,
know,
yay.
it will be in North Carolina. Um, and it's just a healing and uh, uh, what kind of hood I'm gonna say? I ain't gonna say sisterhood because I want men's there too.
It's the
So it's
spiritual
a family
connection
hood.
hood.
Yeah, it's a family hood. It's where we come out and we talk and we try to not try, we talk, we heal. We could be doing some Reiki, food is available, you know. So definitely wanna talk about that. Hope to see some of y'all when it's happening. It's happening.
Yeah, lots of love, no judgment. Who are we to judge? There's no perfect person
Hell
on this
no.
earth. We will all have the turns. We will listen. This is where you will learn to listen instead of saying, I'm hearing. Everybody will have a time to talk. This is
Mm,
your moment to share. What stays at that retreat stays there,
oh yeah,
but this is
absolutely.
no judgmental. Like I said, the shamans will be present. The other spirits will be angels, guardian angels, because when you heal, you call upon the angels. I can't tell the deities what to do. If they show up, hey, they show up.
Mhm.
But you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a very wonderful experience,
Um,
very intimate, getting to know one another.
Yeah.
and a lot of times, for those that going, and I hope all of you guys do go, you're gonna be seeing yourself through the other person because a lot of us have been we've been through a lot of things that you guys going through, that you are about to go through. So it'll be nice to speak to someone that has marched those streets, and like it is, we we tried the best to put a price that it will be acceptable, and you guys can work around it, because we know that a lot of people are going through financial difficulties, but we are doing our best. This is why we try to decrease the price so you can afford it, because at the end of the day we all need healing. So we are opening our arms to help you guys, and help you with your healing, because sometimes it is hard to do it yourself. So take a look. We have payment plans. We're gonna feed y'all. So don't worry about that. And we're gonna help you heal.
And I know it's hard out there, but I did a lot of research, and there's a similar lady out there that's doing similar retreat that we are, and she's charging 2,000. Wasn't that right? Initiated. Remember, she's charging $2,000. I I sat with spirits. We all three got together, and they said 250 because of the price of the Airbnb. Okay, so that's where it goes. It helps all that.
Um, Angel said, "Thank you, ladies, so much for always being here. I can always plan on seeing you ladies Sundays. I really appreciate you, ladies." I,
Ashe, ashe, ashe.
hey,
Shay.
Ashe is speaking power and authority over your words. So
mm,
that's why people say Ashe. And then other people say Ashe. Oh, you can
yeah,
say Ashe. Oh. Um, I love helping y'all. But y'all help me as well. Y'all don't understand. It's a each one teach one. And it's like I'm glad that but y'all can't help us out on some topics, since we
mm,
are a family, you know, y'all can't help. Free Jolito. But yeah, we appreciate y'all too. We got 10 minutes, guys. Anybody want to say
Absolutely.
anything? Y'all got questions?
Absolutely.
Any questions? Divine,
Any questions
initiated?
that we can help you? Do
They
they have
not
it? Do you guys
talking.
have any question? So yeah, what have you guys been working on? Any new things coming out? Any new classes? Any?
I've been working on myself, like I
Mhm.
said, but I want to teach y'all a lot of things. But some things Spirit says I have to put a price to it. So, because like I said, I know everybody funny money is funny, but sometimes Spirit be like, okay, how can I explain this? I can't speak for all spiritualists out there. I can only speak to me. When you in church, you give tithes. The tithe goes towards the church bills, like the water, electricity, gas. It also go like special, like it's supposed to go if y'all having financial hardships. That money's supposed to go towards that too, and also it funds the pastors and whatever. When you are spiritualist, and I call upon spirits, there's spiritual tools that I get that has to go towards spirit. So when you hear me asking for money, it's because they want their stuff, their healing things, everything have a price. So when I do giveaways and stuff like that, and I have to call for spirit, that goes towards their offering their libations. So a lot of people's like, oh, it's a scam because she's asking for that. No, everything is energy. Spirits answer their cuts. If I'm wrong, divine legacy or initiated spirits tell me. But everything has a price to it. You see what
And
I'm saying?
and
So if
it
y'all
is
like
your
this
energy.
podcast, y'all need to bring in the energy by asking if y'all want to talk about the newest movie, Color Purple. How do you feel about the new movie, Color Purple? Purple, should it be remade? Do you think they should have left it the original? There's different things we could talk about. Okay?
mm-hmm. RHM said, "You know me, I'm a test tube baby too." King Divine said initiated shop, baby. Randy said need a lot of help. Thank you so much.
I
Um,
didn't call you a test tube baby, but since you said that, Frijolito, you test tube baby. See, I ain't call you that.
Uh,
I am planning on creating more things. I am. I'm about to have a YouTube channel coming up soon and post more videos and do lives on TikTok.
mm-mm,
I am. I am.
mm-mm.
Look at my eye. Mine's like about
Side
time.
eye.
Uh,
You
But
see, I
I
didn't comment on that. I'm like,
am.
you
uh,
said that last year. No, I'm just kidding.
uh,
Last year, what are you talking about? No, but yeah, um, I think a lot of times this is I kind of hold myself. I kind of stop myself from doing things, and I'm learning that. I'm learning that I'm the problem, nobody else. But
mm.
yeah, those are some things I've been working on. I just yeah.
On hell, yes, you are very strong. Do not give up. You are very strong. And then you have the support of your spiritual team.
Yes, but oh, I also um I think I'm gonna start fasting. Don't look at me, man. So that's something that I've been called to do. So I'm gonna start fasting and detoxing stuff like that.
You just with the food you eat or
Yes,
teas and stuff?
yeah, because as we all know, we're not getting the proper nutrition. This just went left. The proper nutrition from our food because our soil is not how it's supposed to.
Mm.
Our body was created to heal itself, but because the food what is full of chemicals, the soil is full of chemicals. Our
And we
body,
got worms, guys. We got worms. Y'all need to deworm yourself
Mm.
before you do a fasting or a detoxification. I'm sorry.
it's
Uncle
okay.
Barron said that.
Yeah, so
Mm.
yeah, so don't go do it. But it's so our body needs help to heal itself. So when we do detox, when we do deworms, parasites detox, when we
Angel
do
wants to
metal
learn.
detox,
Can you explain the fasting? She wants to learn how to fast. Angel.
in 5 minutes. Okay, what I do about fasting, if you never tried, you can just start by eating fruits and waters, coffee, stuff like that, fruits. We supposed to be eating fruits in the morning anyways. We're not supposed to be having a whole sandwich in the morning. So but I am planning to do videos about it. When we fast, we actually opening our channels to receive messages from the spirits, clear messages. It's like when we do fast, we detoxing from everything. We detoxing from it's like the message comes clear and you're giving your body ability to just new cells to regenerate and cleanse itself. So we usually fast during the night, right? That's a fasting because you don't eat, but sometimes you can increase it. Like if you don't want to eat till 10 o'clock, just don't eat till 10 o'clock. Then the next day, don't eat till 11 o'clock. You don't have to go cold turkey because after a day, you're going to be like, hell no.
Exactly. It's-
So, but I used to do it. So
how
I'm
long
about to
you
go back.
how long would it you plan on doing, like how long is lasting?
Like
How long do it last to just detox?
the detox, I usually do the detox for like a week.
Okay.
7 days.
Then,
Yep.
yeah, then I'll start the fasting.
Okay.
What's in here?
So the with the detox is just what different fruits and stuff.
You
Raw
can,
fruits and vegetables. I'm sorry.
yeah, papaya and papaya seeds. It's phenomenal when you're detoxing, when you're doing the parasite detox. But we also have metal detox, heavy metal detox.
Yeah.
We have all that. that goes into it. It's just think about you putting. I'm gonna use me. Like, how old am I again? Having all those 33 years. I'm 33. Having 33 years of like just food that is not supposed to be in my
Mm.
stomach, and what is causing my joints, my gut, and all that. Remember, your gut is your first or second brain.
First brain.
Your gut is your first brain. So that's where your intuition comes from. So you gotta cleanse that out.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
Well, I
also what makes your head cloudy when you got a messed up stomach. It
Mm.
messes with your intuit your judgment also.
well,
Okay.
I,
So let me do a reading for the collective.
yes.
What messages do you have? Wow. So this must be for a certain person because this is funny how this came out. One more card for the collective spirit, please. Angel, I'm not picking on you. I'm not tapping into your energy, but you need to get a green candle. Okay? You need cinnamon, you need nutmeg, and you need sesame seeds. You need to write a letter, like draw a check about how much you want. And you got to speak life into that not medicine, into that money, into that energy. Okay? There is potential for abundance. They just showed me your name, Angel. All right? Also, Randy. I'm hearing Randy. I'm also hearing Mia. I'm hearing First Love, Alira, King Divine. Y'all need to birth this energy. Y'all need to speak life into it. Y'all going through a transition out of one cycle into another cycle. And this is causing your energy of your money to slowly come in. Also, as far as your health, I don't know what's going on with the health, but abundance also means health. So it's coming in slowly. Your crown chakra is needs to be, like she said, the intuition in your stomach is connected to your crown chakra. So you're not hearing the messages like you're supposed to because there's something going on in your gut. All right. Also, it's affecting your sacral chakra. Money is around you. You are meant for money to come in to flow it, but you're blocking your way. Also, you need to something with your heart space. Okay, it comes with self love. This is what I'm hearing. I'm not tapping in, but this is what I'm hearing. Y'all need to speak the truth to yourself, and this is mostly for First Love, Angel and Randy. Y'all need to speak truth for yourself. Y'all need to grow in love with you. Y'all going through a major transitioning, and right now you in that dark space. It's because you're in healing, but y'all have potential for abundance, but you have to give birth to it. Y'all have to change y'all routine. Y'all do the same shit different day. They say you got to change your routine because that energy is not flowing in like y'all want it to. You are a natural born leader. You are meant to change your destiny. In order to help change another person's destiny, you got to change your destiny. But y'all going through this transition, and this transition, y'all not going to like it. That's why y'all feeling that type of way that y'all feeling. Y'all definitely have to get out in nature. Nature is what brings y'all to life. Nature is what's going to help you birth this abundance for your children and your grandchildren or whatever. But you got to change your routine, and that routine is starting with you. Okay, this is the names they said. I released the energy, but I was not tapping into y'all. But spirits do what spirits do. So y'all can either toss it over your shoulder or y'all can go with it. But we'll see you Wednesday. And
Yeah.
Divine Legacy is going to be in the control of it, and I'm going to be sitting in the back. So Divine Legacy Wednesdays on you. You could talk to Baron 70 about that. Okay? Because he's blowing cigar smoke in my face. Everything. Baby
Any
crying is
questions?
releasing. So y'all can accept it or y'all can just let it go. I led y'all to the water. I can't make y'all drink. But once
Can
again, I
I
was tapping into y'all energy.
um can I add something now?
Sure.
So a lot of times we have problems seeing our potential and stuff. You can always grab a little box or like a chest or something, and this is just an idea. You find a picture that you felt like you were that superhuman. Yes. And you put that picture and you write on the back whatever you want that person to be, which is you. In that box, you will add stuff that adds to what you want to create, that you want yourself to be, that you want your. So create a box for you, create a chest for you. Speak life to it so you can speak life to yourself. Use your imagination. Be creative. Be creative.
That's a good idea.
Mother Earth, because y'all are part of Earth. Mother Earth wants to recharge you and help you give birth to you. Just like when your phone is on empty, you charge it. Right now, y'all spiritual fuel is on empty and you need to get it. And then when you do, you're going to have to hug your tree that you're drawn to. You're going to hug your tree and you're going to put your third eye to the trunk. And you're going to say, I become one with the tree. Release what is not of mine. Help me to see me in my eyes. Heal me. Trees heal you. And we love you too, Randy. So I see y'all Wednesday. We wish you
Yes.
peace, love, and light. Peace.
Peace.
Mhm.